How many of you heard about mind map? Let me ask this question. How many of you heard about this mind map? This concept called mind map.
Just before going someplace, we will think in our home itself. Just like I want to go to Lal Bagh. Then how
Hmm.
can I go from BTM layer to some Lal Bagh? So
Hmm.
I will just make one idea in my this one mind, and I'll go accordingly in my scooter.
Oh, that is your taking the mind map?
I thought it is.
No, 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 not a mind map. That's not a mind map. Okay.
It
Say, for
basically
example,
links a lot of key information about a specific topic.
yeah. See, map is what? India map, Karnataka map, map of Australia, world map. The map is outer structure. Mind map means many of you are thinking that, how does the mind look? I'm going to draw a map. No, that's not the mind map. Or as Umar Madam was telling, mind map means what? I want to go from one place to other place. I'm map means I'm going to follow Google map, Google map. That kind of map is not that map. Mind map basically
with
is
a
what? What is the mind
with a
map?
single glance, we have to able to picture out many things with a single glance.
Absolutely. Mind map basically means, see, it's about how to take notes in the classroom. When you sit and you listen to a lecturer, how do you make notes? Number one. Then second thing is how to remember. Number two. Number three is how you can quickly revise the whole thing at a glance. So for that, this mind map is going to come very, very useful for planning, for creativity, for generating ideas, for making notes, and also for quick revision, and also for better memory. This mind map is going to come handy. And how this mind map will work, as you know, in the memory workshop, I told you many times that brain language is what? Picture language. Yes or no? Brain language is picture language. Okay. So brain remembers pictures. Brain remembers something is very colorful. I have already told you. Any object, when I told you shirt, so imagine what kind of shirt that you are wearing. So when I tell watch, what kind of watch, which color watch? When I say car, which color car? You imagine colorful. I also gave you this example in memory that in a movie, when hero does that group dance, hero and 20 more boys. If you have noticed, 20 boys behind hero, all of them in one color dress, hero alone, separate dress. Have you noticed that? I gave you this example. Why separate dress for Because that's what brain is able to see. Because the color is different. Rest of them same color, and they may be more handsome than hero. They may be a better dancer than hero, but your brain will automatically weed them away. It doesn't even notice. If today someone comes and says, in Bahubali 1, I was dancing behind Pravas. If somebody comes and says, what? You are dancing behind Pravas, where I saw the movie 3 times and you didn't notice only. But Prabhas, yes, you will definitely remember. So anything colorful, brain has got a knack to remember colorful things. Number one, brain also remembers what? Pictures. Okay. So that means brain loves to remember anything which is radiant. Radiant means what? Something which is colorful. So mind map, how does it work? It is like if you open up any textbook. Okay. Let me show you one book. Book normally will have some chapters. Yes or no? It will have some this book subject, then subject has got some 10, 15, 20 chapters. Every chapter will have some topics. Yes or no? And every topic has got some subtopics. Correct? Subtopics also, they will have some ideas. Yes or no? They will have some ideas. Right? And then it will broken down to small things. Yes or no? So how does the brain remember? It is like looking at a big tree. So I'm going to compare a book with a big tree. So when I say book as stress, so I'm trying to tell you that look at the trunk of a tree. Tree, a trunk means the base one. Okay. Then if I say chapters are all those branches. Like in my house, we have a mango tree just at the backyard. In the front, we got neem tree. It has got a lot of branches, big branches. And then when I say it has got some topics, so topics are the small branches, and every small branch also will have small things, and all of them are thing like that. So that means what? When you look at a tree, you will see the whole tree like that. So similarly, when you are actually making notes, when you're revising a book, it's like looking at the whole big tree, right? So that means anytime when you take notes, linear notes means what? If you write 5, 6 points, each point has got 2, 3, like for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and each point has got sub points A, B, C, D, and each A has got 1, 2, 3. Brain will not be able to remember, but if you can condense the whole thing into a map, brain can easily remember. So how, before I tell you, let me just show you how you can draw. Let me just tell you one small idea, then you'll be able to understand it much better. Okay, see, I'm just going to tell you. See, I want to tell you about a brain. Okay, imagine now this is my brain. I've written this basic topic. Okay, this is the brain. So this brain, so this is okay. This is the brain, two parts. Okay, this is left brain, this is the right brain. Okay, so this is the brain, and this both the brains have got two different functions. So that means what? Left brain. So I'm going to draw something here. What? See, this will remember what? Numbers. Left brain, numbers, and left brain is what? I'm going to draw one more branch. Now this will have what? Something called logic. Okay, left brain, if I say, this will have something called what? Planning. It is going to have planning. And left brain will have something called organization. Means what? It is going to organize anything. No, once you plan, it will organize something. So this is what is means in the logic when you come. So I got something else. No, it has got something called to do with reasoning, right? Reasoning. Okay, so this is the sub branch for this. And if I take right brain, something that I'm going to remember, this is something to do with the colors. Okay, so colors means what? Anything colorful thing, brain, right brain will do. Then right brain is about what? Creativity. So you get any creative ideas, creativity. And in creative, you got something called imagination. So when you say imagine, if I tell you, now this is what? This is the right brain. So one more sub branch. So if I say this is like this, I'm going to make one more thing. This is called 3D. Okay. And if I say something called daydreaming, so I'm going to call daydreaming, or I dream to become a Nobel Prize winner. I dream to become the richest man. So what I have done, so this is the brain. So this is the basically big tree, and I have drawn what? I have drawn sub branches. And now if I say colorful thing, so what these colorful things will remember, you can do sub branch. So what I've done, the whole thing, I condensed that into one single page. When I want to look at the whole thing, by looking at this map, it will become very easy for me to remember. So what we normally do, whenever you want to draw a mind map, all that you should require is, you require some white paper. So papers, normally I recommend papers which are white. So not which have got lines. You take white papers. Then you need to have some color pens. So if you have sketch pens, color pens, if you have, so these are the two things that you need to have. That means when you want to draw a mind map, you require some white papers, and then you should have one sketch pen set or color pens. So how do you draw a map? So people, you're not supposed to draw like this. Always keep the paper like this. So means what? Keep it horizontally. So I'm putting this paper in this manner, and then I put the main point here, and then from here I keep putting the sub points here. So that's how I'm going to draw the mind map. Are you able to get this? So what actually happens is, the whole chapter, the entire chapter notes, I'm going to condense it to one single sheet. So during examination time, when I'm doing revision, when I don't have time, I open up and I look at this map. The whole map means what? My brain is able to recollect the whole thing. That means basically most of us will use this. That means what? When I say elephant, when I say tiger, when I say Taj Mahal, you're able to imagine some pictures, yes or no? I also told you that where you cannot get pictures, you have to use the substitution method, right? That also we learned in the memory program. But when it comes to taking notes, when it comes to quick revision, what we do, we're going to take out all the points, the big point one, and then we're going to subdivide that. Let me give you one more example for you. Then I'll take you through this theory, right? Through this theory, I'll take you through. See, let me give you one more example. For example, I want to tell you social studies. Now I got one book, social studies. And I want to know, this is one book, okay? This is one subject, this social studies. And what are the social studies deal with? Now what I do, I draw something in the middle, the main thing. Then I take one color, sketch pen or one color pen. I draw one branch. I'm going to do something. What we do, it remembers what? Dates. Okay. It divides dates. Then what does it remember? Then I'm going to draw one more thing. It also deals with what now? Events. Right? Now I take one more color pencil and I'm going to draw something else. What does it deal with? It deals with people, right? And what else it can deal with? It deals with what? It deals with map, any country map. So it deals with maps. Then social studies, what does it do? It deals with the government, the form of government. No, it deals with this. Okay. And then when I do this, when it comes to dates, so how do I remember dates? So I drew one sub branch. So I need to know phonetic method. In phonetic method, what I should know? I divide this again. Okay. Here I remember, no, this peg system. Okay. Then phonetic method, I remember called action. Then I do object. Okay. Then when it comes to dates, I also going to do something called what? I'm going to use something called journey method. So that means when I want to remember dates, this is what I'm going to use. So when I want to remember people's names, I'm going to use something called substitution method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide this like this, and then I'm going to convert this into whole thing into one simple map. Are you understanding this? So this is how I convert any subject into one particular map. This is what is called mind map. Are you able to get this? Okay. See, for example, how many of you have gone on a holiday? Anytime you have gone on a holiday? You must have gone on a holiday, one place you have gone. See, how do you make a plan? How do you get a checklist done? See, when I want to go for a holiday, what I do, let me explain this. What are the checklists that I'm supposed to do? I want to go on a holiday. So what I do, here I'm writing. So what you can do, you can draw some beach site. So whenever I'm trying to draw, I'm not so good at drawing, but if you can draw, so draw that you want to go on holiday. Means you are just sitting in a hotel, having one candlelight dinner, you're walking on the beach, you are simply sitting and doing nothing else. Okay, this is what holiday, one picture you draw. So when you want to go on holiday, what are those things? So I'm making the base one in the middle. So this is the basic trunk. So from there, I'm going to draw branches. First of all, the place. So what I do now, this place, which I am supposed to decide upon the place. So when I decide on the place, okay, I'm going to decide on the place, right? So the next one is what, right? How much is the budget? How much is the budget? So what you do, you draw some paisa ka budget, how much money you are supposed to take. Then next is what? I need to draw something called travel. So draw one car, okay, some train, some aeroplane. So this will deal with one travel, means travel. So when travel it comes, what you should do? You have to actually book flight tickets, you need to book, okay. Then I need to book some train tickets. Then I need to book some local, cab I need to book, okay. And then what are the places? Okay, this is the place. So I'm going to go, imagine I'm going to go to Agra. So when I'm going to go to Delhi. So that means I go to Delhi. This is a place I've drawn one Delhi Rashtrapati Bhavan or India Parliament. So what are the places to visit? Okay. That means what? I want to see Qutub Minar. I want to see Jantar Mantar. Okay. I want to see Birla Temple. I want to see one more, okay, place. I want to go to Chandni Chowk. I want to see one more market. I want to go to Rashtrapati Bhavan. So what you do? So these are the places that I would like to see in Delhi. Then when I make a plan, what I'm supposed to do? So I need to plan for my what? Accommodation. So draw one picture of a hotel. So I'm going to plan for an hotel. So accommodation means what? Hotel. So hotel means what? I need to do reservation, right? And then confirmation of booking. So how you do? Maybe make my trip. Okay, I'm going to consult them, or I'm going to consult my friends. Okay, and then maybe I want to meet some friends and relatives. Okay, there. So I'm going to do. So then next what I do? I also need to make a plan to apply for a leave. So you draw a picture of your boss that you are applying for leave. Okay. Then second thing is, then what you do? You need to make packing. Okay. Packing means what? what you pack? You will pack your clothes, then you take your credit cards, you take money, then you take any medical kit, then you have some eatables, all this. What you do? You make a whole plan, right? So once you make this plan, what to do? This whole thing will come into one single piece of paper. That will become easy for you. That means what? When you want to go for holiday, you just look at that paper. It will give you the total idea what to do. Are you understand this? And have you heard about this person called Phil Chambers? You heard about Phil Chambers? Most of you don't.
Arbiter in World Memory Sports
Yes,
Council.
he's a chief arbiter, World Memory Sports Council. Every year we have Indian Memory Championship. He would come to India. And what does he do? So when he and I plan, and when I want to plan one Indian Memory Championship, what he will do? He and I sit together and we draw one map. Okay. That means what? When I want to make one Indian Memory Championship, I want to organize. So it's work like a checklist for me. How does it do? Just look at this. So I want to do, Indian Memory Championship. So I make a plan. So first is what? Dates. I need to decide on the dates. So I take one different color pen, I put. Then next is what? Venue. Okay. The third is what? Then I need to put fee. Then fourth is what? I need to do the question papers. Okay. Get them ready. Then what? I need to have a team, evaluation team. Then what I should do? I need to have food. Okay. Food. And then I need to have, once I look at this hotel, right? Hotel. So once I do this hotel, food I need to plan, then seating arrangement I need to plan, then lighting I should make a plan, then I should do mic arrangement, I should do backdrop I need to make arrangement, then I have to arrange for refreshments, then I need to pay advance for the hotel, okay, advance. Then I need to do digital marketing. I need to do digital marketing. Then I need to invite some guests. Okay. Then I have to give newspaper advertisement. That means what I need to do. I call press. Okay. Press release. I need to call up. Okay. So, and then second thing is I have to write to World Memory Council. I need to take permission. I need to promote their in website. Then I need to have a team who are going to work together. Team. I need to put up team. So who are the people? Sunil is there. Jyoti is there. I got Murthy is there. I got Murli is there. And then 10 people are there. So who are the people going to work? So then most importantly, I need to call Phil Chambers. So Phil Chambers means Phil Chambers ka, his visa approval, his flight ticket, his hotel booking, his food, his local transportation, his license officer. So what I do? I make a plan. So if I make a plan, the whole Indian Memory Championship, from the moment I conceive till the execution, including, for example, I need to have trophies, okay, trophies, I need to have medals, okay, I need to have money, means I need to have budget for the whole thing, and I need to have prize fund, I need to have. So what I do everything like this, and one glance I'll be able to look at the whole map, and then that will give me idea about the whole thing. Are you understand? That's what the mind map is all about. That means whenever I want to take down any notes, when my madam is teaching a subject in the class, I want to make notes. So the main thing is the main chapter will come as a trunk. Thereafter, which are the topics will come as branches, subtopics will come under the small branches, and it will be like one white paper I'm going to take, and I'm going to keep the paper like this. I got sketch pen set, color pen sets, and each one will be colorful. So what I'm going to do, instead of writing, what I should do, you should draw pictures. See, I told you I'm not so good at drawing, so I have written, but you can actually draw pictures. And once you draw the pictures, and then whenever you want to, revise this one day before the exam, just look at this, and then you'll be able to revise all the key points. That means two ways. One thing I told you that in visualization story method, when I taken Film City, security, bootlegging, Gunda elements. Remember that I told you the Film City story. Every paragraph will have one key point. We make one story. I told you now. And we made a story. That was one method, visualization. Second thing, what I'm trying to do, I'm taking the same key points. I'm actually about Film City in the middle. I'm going to draw branches around this. I'm going to convert that into one diagram. I'm going to convert that into a picture, which is colorful, which is little beautiful, which has got a lot of pictures in it. And once I look at it, what I do, that brain loves pictures. That's how it's going to remember. right? So this was one method which was invented by Tony Buzan. He had written quite a few books and he was known, okay, all over the world because of this. So this is what is basically about mind map. See, now let me give you the theory. Okay, a mind map is an easy way to brainstorm thoughts organically without worrying about order and structure. It allows you to visually structure your ideas to help with analysis and recall. You understand? Means you are able to analyze, you're able to recall, and basically remember, you're going to visualize the whole thing. That's what mind map is all about. And look at this mind map. I'm showing you this picture. Are you able to see the picture now here? See, there when I draw, are you able to see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
See, there I have drawn with only one black pen. Look at this. Now, how to draw mind map? Look at this. See, look at this. So he has drawn the mind map in the middle. Okay, this mind map is here. Okay, and he has taken the right one. So first thing is put one branch, planning. In planning, he has put, okay, three different things. No, he has put one picture here, picture here. Then second, blue color, he has put creativity. In creativity, we put one bulb, innovation, thoughts, right? Ideas. He has put three sub branches like this, right? Like one big tree which has got branches and sub branches. Here he has brought something called productivity with yellow color. In this, he has divided that into two and he has put some pictures. Look at this. Collaboration, he has put in some other color. Collaboration means he has drawn three people. So who are the people who are going to collaborate with you? And then here, teamwork, okay, sharing, challenge, okay. He has drawn one girl's picture here. And then look at this, benefits of the mind map. He has put one green color and then he's drawn into three different things. So what have you done? So the whole mind map, how to go about drawing a mind map. Or what is a mind map? Means I want to explain to you about a mind map. So the planning, the creativity, productivity, collaboration, and then benefits, all of them I have drawn with 5 different, colors. And then I have put some pictures. And if I want to revise about mind map, one glance at this picture, I'll be able to recollect about whole thing about mind map. So reading 10 pages and seeing one page is going to be the same thing, and brain loves such pictures. So those of you who are very creative, who are artistic in nature, you may draw pictures, otherwise you may write short words so that you understand. But one thing is compulsory, you require one white paper, you require some color pens for you to write. Okay, so mind mapping is a way of linking key concepts using images, lines and links. A central concept is linked via lines to other concepts, which in turn are linked with other associated ideas. Mind mapping uses the concept of radiant thinking. You understand this? Not sequential. Radiant means very creative thinking. This is very important thing. That is, thoughts radiate out from a single idea, often expressed as an image. That's what the meaning of radiant thinking means. You have one idea, so many thoughts will come out from a single idea. I want to go on a holiday. That is one idea. So from that idea, so I get so many thoughts. When can I go for a holiday? Where I can go for a holiday? With whom I go for a holiday? And how much budget I have? Will I be able to get leave from my office? And then when I'm supposed to plan, what all I'm supposed to take care. So many thoughts will come from one idea. That is what is called radiant thinking. And look at this. A mind map is a diagram for representing tasks, words, concepts, or items linked to and arranged around a central concept or subject using a non-linear graphical layout that allows the user to build an intuitive framework around a central concept. A mind map can turn a long list of monotonous information into a colorful, memorable, and highly organized diagram that works in line with your brain's natural way of doing things. Are you understanding this? As I told you, brain loves pictures. Brain language is only picture language. So monotonous information. So something that you don't like to read in the point format, linear information, I'm going to convert that into colorful, memorable, and highly organized diagram. So I'm going to convert this into a diagram. That's what I have done here in the mind map. Are you able to see this? That's what you just seen, this mind map, right? And what's the main purpose of mind map? Look at this. Okay, a mind map is a graphical way to represent a certain idea or a concept. It's a visual tool to help structure information, to help you better analyze and generate new ideas. Information in a mind map is structured in a way that reflects how the brain actually works. Look at this. Now, here somebody has put it. Look at this here. Look at the map here. Can you see this map here? Here, look at this. See, some girl picture he has drawn. This is about what? Keeping your body fit. So, for one thing that they have done, see, every day, you're going to do some exercise, gym, aerobatics, yoga you will do, right? The kind of food that you're going to eat and who are the people going to take, you're going to meditation. See, and then sub-branch. You've seen this? So the whole thing has become so colorful. So you have drawn somebody sitting and doing meditation here. One girl is becoming very fit here. And then you are able to draw some things here. Okay. And then where you cannot draw, and then you draw on big branch and few sub branches and you write few things. And then you write one small flower here, one lamp here. Okay. Something that you draw, one flag here. Now something food about here. So that's how I'm going to convert that into whole picture. Mind mapping is perfect for brainstorming and visualizing concept. That's first thing. Presenting and communicating ideas. Wonderful. Graphic organizers and electronic notebooks. Very good. Running meetings more effectively. You want to run a meeting. So if you have this, so what you do, you have one idea, one project. So which task you are giving to one person, you can give it to that person, one branch. And sub branches he will plan. Outlining reports and documents, simplifying task and project management, and writing essays also is going to help you a lot. Anyone who want to give a speech, people, one thing I told you that you can, whatever topic you want to talk about, and subtopics, you put some branches from the trunk and then take that simple little paper in front of you and looking at that map, you'll be able to give a beautiful talk. That's going to help you a lot. So theory behind mind map. This is what Tony Buzan had told me. I'm sharing with you. The theory. When you study the brain's functionality and memory system, you will realize the extraordinary extent of its capacity and potential. The mind map is a tool used to entice, delight, stimulate, and challenge you. You will discover some astonishing facts about your own brain and its function, and you will take the first major steps on the path to freedom of the mind. So that's the reason why Tony Buzan said we are going to have this mind map concept. And 5 essential characteristics. So first of all, you should have main idea, subject or focus is crystallized central image. The first thing is this, okay? This I already told you, the main idea. What is it that you want? I want to have a fit body. So I want to lose 5 kg weight. I want to be healthy. So that's the main idea. So the main themes radiate from the central image as branches. So I want to have healthy. Okay, I want to be, healthy. So first is physical fitness. Okay, so the branches comprise a key image or a keyword drawn or printed on its associated line. Topics of lesser importance are represented as a twigs of relevant branch. So small, okay, sub branches. The branches form a connected nodal structure. So the way you look at a tree with its main branches and sub branches and small branches, like that, whenever I take a task, I take one subject, I take one topic, I'm going to divide this into different things, and looking at the whole picture, I'm able to get the whole idea in my brain. So that's how the whole thing is going to work. So how do you create a mind map? Begin with the main concept. First, determine the main purpose of your mind map and write it down. First thing is this. Is that okay? First thing is in the center, this is a trunk. What's the main concept, the main idea? Add branches to the main concept. Now that you have determined the main purpose of your mind map, add branches that will out. क्या हो गया ये all of you are okay? दारू पिया क्या रे? हाँ? Who is that shouting? Every time I tell you memory and speed reading, when you are not talking, kindly mute your mic. Your mind is still not present only. See, your mother is shouting, father is fighting. Okay, the TV is on, you're disturbing other people. So add branches to the main concept. Now that you have determined the main purpose of your mind map, add branches that will outline the most basic subtopics. Explore topics by adding more and more branches. So you are going to create more and more ideas. Add images and colors. That is very important. Okay, add images and colors. So simply writing is of no use. You need to draw images and you need to make it as colorful as possible because brain loves colors. Each color will represent a different topic altogether. So look at this. This is how he has drawn. So how to draw a mind map? He has put in blue color and then he has drawn one branch here, main idea, and then 4 sub branches. And then now this topper, blank, landscape, stable. Okay, so this is one thing. Images, colorful, and then now look at this. He has drawn this one more different color. He has drawn this. So when you look at this, what will happen is, if you look at this whole thing, you will be able to get the idea as to how you can draw a mind map. That's how we are supposed to be drawing the mind map. So what things must a mind map have? When creating a mind map, there are several elements to consider, such as the map's central idea, branches, colors, keywords, and images. Is that okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay? So you should have one central idea. Okay, you should have one paper, colorful color pens, and then you need to make central idea. Then you have different branches and you use different colors and keywords and then convert them if possible into images. That's how a mind map will have. Okay, so how is mind mapping useful in everyday life? Let me just tell you. Books and media summaries. First thing is, anytime you want to write a book review, this is going to help you a lot. Books and media summaries. One of the simplest and most effective uses for mind map is to use them to create summaries for books, audiobooks, or any other sort of multimedia course. The process of writing down the main points of a book also helps solidify your own understanding of it. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so look at this. He has put some, tennis to bats. He has put from there different things. You want to become Wimbledon champion. I want to win Nobel Prize. I want to become the prime minister of the country. I want to become multimillionaire. I want to crack one IAS exam. So you draw one picture here. So if you want to become IAS officer, then what are the steps that you need to take? Where all you need to focus upon? You make one plan, and then what? Colorful plan, and then put one map, and then in a study room, you keep looking at it. It's going to be very easy for you. So common everyday mind map uses. The first one is book and media summaries. Brainstorming and ideation. That means whenever you want to brainstorm in the office, how a work can be done. So for brainstorming, this is going to come very easy. Problem solving. You have a problem. So this problem, like for example, as of now, I'm not able to run my training. So this is the issue. I'm not able to get my student training. So this is my challenge. So this is what it's problem. I'm not able to run my training business. So what all ideas I can do? So I'm going to take one branch and see. So is it because the topic is not okay? Is it because the digital marketing is not okay? Is it because now I'm not able to reach out to people? Is it because the content is not okay? Is it because people are not referring this program? Or is it because people don't need this? Is it because people don't have money at all? So what is the problem? So you need to check, right? Or are the dates, timings, are they not comfortable? So you need to check what are the problems. So problem solving, okay? Content creation for anything. You want to create a topic for anything. Taking down notes, project management and planning. So anything you want to plan a holiday, you want to plan your future studies, you want to plan, okay, your future course of action, anything that you want to plan. For planning, this is going to come very, very useful. Okay, so that's how this mind map is going to be useful. And Tony Buzan, before him, this was there for a long time, but Tony Buzan got a patent for this and he has promoted all over the world. mind map. And today you have lot of books and mind map. If you go to Google, you find lot of data, lot of information. That means what you should do, besides you learned speed reading, you learned memory, you learn this mind map also. So what you do, once you have made one story that's in the brain, but when you want to take down the notes, when you want to quick revision, then what to do, take one paper and then keep it in this format, and then what to do, the central idea, and then all different topics, different color pens you write down, and before exam, this one page you just look at it, and then you'll be able to get the whole chapter or whole question you can revise, and then turn, and then you have one more paper, and like this you can very easy it becomes. That means very quick for revision, problem solving, idea creation, right? And then content creation, or for anything you want to plan, or quick recollection, and for memory is going to be much better. Okay, so that is the purpose of mind map. Okay, have you got this idea? So what you people need to do, so today what you should do, after this session, take one particular topic, maybe take out one chapter from your book, or maybe you have you want to get into IIT, you want to go to IIM, or you want to become a doctor, or you want to build one house, or you want to build one six-pack body. That is your aim. So if I want to have a six-pack body, what all I'm supposed to do? What to do now? Six-pack body. So put Salman Khan kind of body in the middle. Then you work out gym, right? Now where I go, cult fit I want to go, or I will do home work at home. I go to yoga, I go to meditation, right? And what kind of food I need to eat, and now my sleep, how I structure. So everything you plan, and then once you do that, six-pack body, what to do, the whole thing will come into one single sheet of paper. So that's what the whole mind map concept is all about. Have you got this idea? Have you got this idea? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So lot of free mind mapping tools are also available on the internet. See, for example, I have drawn this. Okay, you can go to Google mind mapping tools. If you go, Tony Buzan had been selling this mind mapping software for a lot of money, but right now if you go to Google mind mapping software, so you'll be able to easily download it. Some websites are selling for some fee, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly subscription. Some software is free. So once you do, the basic structure is there. So you type, I want to go on a holiday, I want to earn 1 crore rupees by end of this year. That's the main idea. So from there, how do I make money? I'm going to loot bank, number one. Number two, I'm going to go to Tirupati and I'm going to become beggar. Number two. Number three, I'm going to take a loan. Number four, I'm going to sell something. Number four. Number five, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to work this. Okay, what are the ideas are there? No, you keep typing them, and then what? Some of them, it is got auto. It will convert them into pictures. We'll put in different places. Otherwise, you can draw. And that kind of maps you can take a printout to begin with. But my suggestion would be to all of you that you try to draw your own mind map, because that's how your brain becomes more creative than depending upon any tool. Is that okay? So this mind map, how are we going to use it? First of all, we are going to go to school, we are going to college, we are going to listen to a professor, lecturer, teacher. We are going to understand. That one we are going to supplement with our memory and speed reading. And that one for quick revision, for quick memorization. Now, when I'm not able to make a story, when I want to give a speech, when I want to remember big essay, so I'm going to draw mind map. So mind map is going to be a helping tool for your memory. Okay, so visualization, you're making one mental image, mental picture. Here I'm going to draw a picture on the paper. And if you have seen someone, okay, in Telugu, there's one very famous film director. There's somebody called Bapu. I don't know whether you heard about him or not. He's not alive. Bapu, there's a very famous, director. He is very good, artist. Bapu Bomma means he would draw a girl's picture in such a way that you would like life to come into that girl and you want to marry her. So such a beautiful, okay. So any beautiful girl, we call her Bapu. Bomma means toy, okay. So what is to do, whenever is to go for a shooting, and his whole movie, the author the writer must have written the story. What he will do, today I have to do shooting. So what he will do, he will convert the whole thing in the form of pictures into a mind map. And what he will do, he will keep the paper in the front and he will tell, okay, today we're going to do this scene. We're going to do this temple scene. This, now hero is walking and heroine is coming and shouting. So this scene, so that he will draw some pictures. He used to do mind map. So he was very famous without he going through conventional formal mind map training is to convert. So there are many people, and I'm sure many of you, without attending my session, you might be already doing this. So you know that there's one good way of doing it. Keep doing it. Okay, you do it, and only one my request is, any one task you take, any one topic you take, you draw a mind map using one white paper and a color sketch pens, and you draw them. And then that one, take a picture. I want you to post it back in our JMAC group or in your WhatsApp group. I want you to post it back. Else you send a mail to us, and I'm going to share those maps. Whose maps are very good. No, I'm going to share those maps, again with all of you.